I got a haircut. That's all about that. Alright, back to this thing that I do that I'm, you know. I need to stop being so hard on myself about this shit. I keep having to, like, stop for a while, and it bums me out, but it's fine. I can just, it's fine. It's genuinely fine. I don't know. I beat myself up about it. I don't know why. Okay. Anyways, Steins Gate. No one has touched the time leap machine since that discussion. Ridiculous as it sounds, I can't shake the feeling that it might suck my memories out and fling them into the past. Oh, the machine does have its appeal, of course. We're all tempted by the idea of becoming humanity's first time leapers. Yet the fear of what could happen won out in the end. Perhaps as a way to forget our fears and move on, we decide to hold a celebration to mark the completion of the device. Everyone feels the need to let loose after working so hard on the project. I'm okay. Is my microphone being stupid again? It sure is. I hate microphone. I hate microphone. I wish microphone wasn't microphone. Microphone, why do you have to behave this way? Anyways, fast! I have Daru order pizza while Kurisu and I go shopping for snacks. Akiba has always had a lack of supermarkets. This hasn't changed even with the anime stores gone. After we finish shopping, Kurisu and I walk along the evening streets. I'm back! And I got a haircut! It's crazy! With hair. I had plenty of hair before, thank you very much. She looks like she's got something to say. She keeps stealing glances at me. Take it back. Take what back? My hair? No, I like it. Don't you sass my haircut?
不満か。
不満?
Boop. I miss these characters, so I'm gonna boop every one of them as they show up. I'm gonna boop them. Looks like, wow! God damn! That's hurtful. That's oh, you wound me. This is my hair, thank you very much. She frowns like she didn't expect the question. I certainly didn't expect that answer. God damn. Your words, they slice and dice me. Finally, she faces this way. Stop. Stop it. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let me enjoy this. Finally, she faces this way.
実験をしなかったことについて。
まさか。人間は根源的に時間的存在者である。ハイデガーの言葉よ。あんたが実験はしないと決めてくれたとき、私はむしろほっとした。誰か止める人がいてくれなかったら、私は歯止めが効かなくなってたかも。
I'm sure.
ありがとう。
How incredibly convenient. What's this? Gratitude? Does she have a fever? I put my hand to her forehead to check. Kurisu twitches.
おい、何してる？
熱があるせいで助手らしいことを言い出したのかと思ってな。
I drop my hand.
別にあんたに感謝してるわけじゃないからな。
I did. I said I was coming back. I had put on my schedule. I got a new schedule. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I almost forgot my schedule immediately. I think I put the I think I set it back to Oh, I might not have. Hold on. I think I did. Whoops. I may or may not have still had vacation mode activated. We're fine, we're good, everything's good now. We're good. I fixed it. I definitely didn't do anything poorly. I made no mistakes. I am infallible. Her voice is louder than it should be, and several people glance at us. I'm quality. 10 out of 10. Kurisu blushes and hangs her head. If Daru were here, he'd probably get all excited and say, "A real tsundere, sweet." Oh my god, Daru.
とにかく
Even when he's not here, he still manages to ruin the scene. Kurisu clears her throat and returns to her usual sour expression.
形式的にお礼を言っただけだから勘違いしないで。
勘違いなどするものか。俺は当然のことをしたまでだからな。ラボ面ナンバー001であり、ラボの設立者であるこの俺、法王院京馬が最も優先するのはラボ面を危険から守ること。
And of course it's amplified even more by the fact that we just have this going on in the background and my we don't talk about Cool Cat. Cool Cat has gone away, hopefully forever.
だからお前は感謝する必要はない。
世界に混沌をもたらすとか言ってるくせに。
ラボ面は俺の味方であり、世界は俺の敵である。
呆れて言葉も出ない。あんたって独善的すぎ。
言葉なら出ているではないか。
Part-time warrior. Don't forget what Teeter said. How do you know what Teeter said? I don't remember if we shared that information with her or not. How would you know? It's quite mysterious, really. It's only been 2 weeks since Kurisu and I met. And yet it already feels natural for us to be walking together, exchanging banter like this. Perhaps pooling our efforts to create something new, dangerous though it may be, has brought us closer together. I admit that her knowledge and skills are impressive. I'd like her to remain at the lab if at all possible, but she said she's going back to America this month. It's already the 13th, so I wonder when she plans to return. I decide to ask her.
そういえば飛行機のチケット取るの忘れてた。電話レンジの改良に夢中になりすぎてたわ。
タイムリープマシンを公表すれば世間は大騒ぎになる。セルン告発もしなければならない。帰ることはできなくなるぞ。
あ、そうか。となるとママに電話しておかないと。
Looks like things are going to get busy. Naturally, I want Kurisu to stay with us until the end. But of course, she's lab mem 004! Of course, after all. A little bit after we return to the lab, Mayuri gets back. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna hold it within myself. We're good. But she does get boop. I'm gonna boop them all. Yeah. Seems Mayuri went to Lukako's. Suzuha shows up a few minutes later, and our development council comes to order. I'm sorry, what? I love when they're just, the tips are just like super short and exactly what you expect. Development council. What Ocarina calls a party. Duh. Oh my god. It's so good. Daru ordered 3 pizzas. We also line up all the snacks we bought on the table. It's just like the party we had a few days ago to cheer up Suzuha. Mayuri wanted to decorate the room, but since everyone's tired, I dismissed it as unnecessary. Looks like Suzuha managed to retrieve her jacket from Mr. Braun.
いや、やばかった。あのままだとさ、露出狂として一日を過ごす羽目になるとこだったよ、私。
Like, it's kind of, you know. Yeah, you know. Dude, I watched that part back. That fucking sound he made was unreal. That was unbelievable. It still cracks me up. The Braun Tube workshop's closed. Suzuha made sure the 42-inch CRT was turned off, so there's no need to fear any malfunction from the time leap machine. Yeah, I saw that. It's incredible. A heavy sigh escapes my throat. I realize I've been tense and nervous since the time leap machine was completed. Now I can finally relax. The topic of the time leap machine has become taboo. Even Kurisu doesn't bring it up during the meeting.
ダル、お前なぜこの前と全く同じ種類のピザを注文したのだ？
Alright, Daru, you get a boob too. Boop. Everybody. I opened the pizza boxes to find the exact same ones he got for Suzuha's party.
ズバリ、僕の好み。
I mean, fair. Naturally, I'm not amused.
おかり、おかり。フェリスちゃんやルカちゃんにもね、声をかけたんだけど、
Yeah.
今日は無理って言われちゃった。
Oh, I can't boop them if they're not here! Mayuri, go get them! I cannot boop them if they are not here! Alright, fine, you get one. Alright, we're good. Pat, pat. Alright, I can't. This is gonna turn into the Mayuri adoration show, which, to be fair, there are worse shows, so.
そうか。何か用事でもあっ
You're
たの
not
か？
wrong.
フェリスちゃんは今日はライネットの大会。
しまった。応援行きそびれた。なんという不覚。
It's true.
あとね、ルカちゃんはなんだか恥ずかしそうにしてたよ。
ここに来たらまたマユリのコスを着させられるって思ったんじゃない？
コスプレの件か？もしかしてまだ説得できていないのか？
Then what was the point of completing the costume?
恥ずかしいんだって。可愛いは正義なのに。
可愛いは正義ってそんな言葉が流行ってるんだ。
クリスちゃんもね、可愛いよね。
え？
Kurisu doesn't know how to react. She blushes, and Mayuri starts teasing her like a drunk old man. There's no alcohol at this party, of course.
ねえねえ、今度のコミュに出てみない？
Literally everyone is underage.
新作は無理だけどね、去年作ったブラチューのセーラ覚醒後バージョンコスがあるんだ。多分ね、サイズはクリスちゃんにちょうど合うと思うし。
Oh my god. We'll get there. We'll get there. God, I cannot. How much longer is that game gonna have to not be in my grasp, in my grubby little hands? I need it. I need that game. All right, now I've got that out of my system.
私がコスプレ。
We need it. Kurisu looks conflicted. Then she murmurs.
ちょっと興味ある。
You know what? I just like something just occurred to me, and it's really like obvious, but it's kind of fucking me up that like Nai in Robotics Notes is older than Okabe in Steins Gate. That's fucked up. Like, that's wrong. That feels wrong, right? It don't seem right? It ain't right. She sure could have fooled us before, pretending to have no interest in otaku culture.
でも私も人前に出るのはお断りだから。
着るだけでいいよ。でもね、そのうちみんなに見てもらいたくなるよ。コスプレにはそうさせる魔物さんが住んでるんだ。
Okay. You know what? There's one. Okay, so there's a song from I think it's Robotics Notes Dash that I found on that I listened to on YouTube, and the song is amazing and I love it. But the problem is the thumbnail for the video is like it's so cursed because it upsets me. And I can't look at it. Like I literally have to like put the music on the. Oh god. Well, and now that I know how to do this, I guess I can do that. Let me pull it up. I won't actually play the song because it's gonna get me in trouble. But let's see. It's like I don't know. Oh, I have to also make sure to mute it because it's gonna play automatically once I open it. Oh geez, how far down in my history? But yeah, basically, in order to enjoy this song on YouTube, I literally have to pull up the video and then minimize the page. It's like so that this thumbnail does not ruin my day. Okay, here we go. Nope. It is this. Oh wait, there it is. And now that we've seen it, let's put it back where it belongs. Goodbye. Yeah, there it is. Let's not talk about it anymore. I know I brought it up. Let's move on. The cosplay demon? Quite true.
そういえばクリスちゃんっていつも可愛い制服着てるよね。
Listen,
でもこんな制服都内にあったっけ？
it's like I get it. Post Robotics Notes, she is in fact an adult, and so it's not completely like it's not completely crazy. But at the same time, she's here, and she is small, and it's upsetting. Like exactly, I'm conflicted. I don't want to think about it. The phrase sexy Nai is something I don't want to think about ever. Even if it's considering fucking or even if it's referring to Robotics Notes. If it's not referring to Robotics Notes, call the police. But even if it's referring to Robotics Notes, there's so much like I don't know. Anyways, where am I? Video games? Who am I? What is happening?
これ
Kurisu lifts up her necktie.
2週間だけあやめ院に逆留学みたいなことしてたんだけど、そこの制服を改造してきてるの。
I assume it's a school. Yeah, to be fair, I did bring it up. I did lead it a bit. So Ayamen's Women's Academy, a private school for girls in the Kudanshida neighborhood of Tokyo, an academic powerhouse. Ayame is a popular destination for foreign exchange students. Neat.
ああ、 そこの制服
I almost said that. And I was like, that's not the correct phrase.
でもクリスちゃんの改造センスはねすごくいいかも。明日コス持ってくるね。そしたら試着してくれる？
いいわ。
Looks like Kurisu approves of the cuteness is justice philosophy. It's the correct philosophy.
撮影会は何時からですか？
Nope, 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 nope.
相変わらず橋田は変態道を邁進中だな。
だってブラチューのセーラっしょ。あれって確かパンモロだぞ。
パンモロ？
Excuse? Daru, I'm gonna need you to explain that.
パンツがもろに見えているの略。
Alright, and with that, Daru has taken the pervert stick, and he is now, he now has full control of the conversation. Glorious.
嘘。
Damn it, Daru!
大丈夫だよ。クリスちゃんは知らないかもだけどね、去年ぐらいにこんな言葉が流行ったんだよ。パンツじゃないから恥ずかしくないもんって。
Mayuri, don't say these
恥ずか
things!
しいでしょ。
You're too sweet and pure to say these things, Mayuri. Stop it!
絶対来てね。絶対だよ。やめといた方がいいんじゃないかな。
Oh. Suzuha speaks, her tone sharp. She's scowling at Kurisu again. Suddenly, the atmosphere in the room changes. Oh, is it time? Is it time for the best seat? Like, literally my fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't have it in my room right now, but I literally have this on a fucking playmat. We're about to see. I love this shit. Yeah!
マキセクリスを信じると痛い目に遭うよ。
I fucking love this image so much. It's so cool. I love it.
それどういう意味？
Naturally, my strong-willed assistant isn't one to hold back from a fight. Sparks fly between the two girls.
この前から思ってたんだけど、私あなたに何かした？
直接は何も。でも私、
What's that?
君のしたこと全部知ってんだよね。
Probably. Isn't that all of them? Isn't that the entire collection so far?
何よ、私がしたことって。後ろめたいことは何もしてない。
でしょうね。でも私知ってるんだから。君の本質ってのをさ。
へえ、すごい。私の心の中を覗いたんだ。
No,
画
stop!
期的な発明だか
Stop
ら、
it! I wanna
ぜ
think
ひ
about
そ
it.
の独身装置を見せてもらいたいもんだわ。
I'm emotionally evading that, so stop it.
装置なんてないよ。強いて言うなら予言。
つまり言いがかりってことか。
事実だってば。
Uh-oh, we've got a situation here.
おかり。
Oh. Hey. Mayuri clings to me with teary eyes.
二人を止めて。
この場を丸く収められるのはこの法王院京馬しかいないようだな。
I insert myself between the two girls and rest in peace. Oh, goodbye. Rip.
二人ともここは引け。この勝負法王院京馬が預かる。
They both glare at me. Although I'm afraid for my life, I harden my resolve. The mission must succeed. First, I focus on Kurisu.
助手よ、俺はお前をそのように育てた覚えはないぞ。
育てられた覚えもない。
マッドサイエンティストを目指す上で最も必要なことを教えてやろう。 すなわち表面は熱く
What happened?
奥底では冷たく
Oh, damn it.
聞いてない。なるつもりもない。
Oh, my lord. Are you good? Oh, interwebs. Next, I switch focus to Suzuha. With my mission with Kurisu gone so well, I decided to focus on Suzuha. Which
戦
dialogue?
士よ
Uh,
お前がラグナロックにおいて戦うべきはセルンのはずだ
it's, I didn't raise you this way. Like, how did it, why, like, what in his brain makes him think, like, even as a bit, that's gonna do anything at all? Like, that's gonna do anything other than piss her off. Which I suppose is probably the goal.
岡部倫太郎には忠告したよね。マキセ・クリスには気をつけてって。
ちょ
You're going to mention that here? Now?
へえ。どういうことよ、岡部。
Busted. Their eyes are like laser beams boring into my skull. I want nothing more than to flee for my life. But Mayuri's watching me anxiously. I need to defuse the situation.
お前たちどちらも引くつもりはないようだな。ならば好きなだけやり合うがいい。戦って戦って戦い抜いてその後河原で握手して友情を芽生えさせるがいい。
The way he said that is so funny. He jumped out the window.
だがな将来社会に出る時のためにこれだけは自覚しておけ。お前たちは二人とも空気が読めない。
うるさい。
Getting yelled at by both of them at the same time sends shivers down my spine. It's coming. I quickly seize my right arm.
よりによってこんな時に沈まれ俺の右手。
Like, I just imagine somebody sees this from outside. You see these two just glaring, staring daggers at each other. Like, in Okabe just screaming, holding his arm. Mayuri watching in, like, absent-minded, like, in, like hopefulness, right? Meanwhile, where the fuck is Daru? I imagine he's just on the computer, not giving a fuck. It's just everything about this entire situation is incredible. I turn around and head back to Mayuri. Eat the fucking pizza.
すまない。このままだと俺は二人を傷つけてしまう。だからあとは任せた。
Mayuri puffs her cheeks out and goes over to the two girls.
二人とも聞いて。マユシーはね、喧嘩は嫌いなのです。仲良くしようよ。
This is mediation. This is true mediation. Hearing this, the two combatants reluctantly comply, because you can't say no to Mayuri. You just can't. It's impossible. I expected this would happen. Mayuri is the oil that keeps the gears of this lab churning along. The throbbing in my right arm dissipates. How can anyone say she's useless? She is the oil that keeps the gears of the lab turning. How dare anyone, even herself, say she is useless? She is MVP. She is the MVLM, most valuable lab mem. Daru comes over to chat with Suzuha, and gradually peace returns to the lab. Gotcha. Oh my god. I left my water in the other room. I left my water in the other room. I don't need it right now. Good. Kurisu is in the development room, making a call, probably to her mother in America. I sit on the sofa and watch TV while sipping Dr. P. The TV is running a game show where contestants guess the prices of popular items at high-class restaurants. Mayuri sits down next to me. She peels a banana and begins eating it.
ねえねえ、おかり？
This is bliss. This is true bliss. This is like the best world right now. Is just got everybody here minus, 2. 3 if you count Moeka. I don't. No! It's fine. Everything is fine and beautiful and glorious, and Mayuri is eating a banana. No, shut up! Stop it! Mayuri looks around the lab, smiling all the while.
なんだかね、ここ何週間かですごく賑やかになったね。
ああ、確かに。
I established the Future Gadget Laboratory around the time I entered college. It was the first step in my plan to bring chaos to the world. That was around the middle of March this year, which means it's been almost 5 months. Now, half a month after it was established, Mayuri showed up. I'm still not sure why, and became a lab mem. For about a month, it was just me and Mayuri. Then, in early May, I finally got Daru to join. All it took was telling him that the lab is just a 3-minute walk from May Queen Nyanyan. This location on the outskirts of Akiba has always been quiet. Mayuri isn't the type to object to every little thing like Kurisu, nor the type to make dumb jokes like Daru, so the lab was very quiet back in those days. It was quite a pleasant place to be. And now the lab mem count has increased to 8. It happened in the blink of an eye, or so it seems. They didn't come today, but Lukako visits occasionally, and Ferris is a familiar face at May Queen Nyanyan, or at least she was before May Queen disappeared. I remember feeling out of place the first time I came to Akiba, but now it's like a second home.
楽しいね。
Mayuri too seems pleased by the increase in lab mems. I love when Okabe breaks character in his narration, and it is just purely wholesome. He's just like he lies to everybody, he lies to himself, but in reality, he loves it. He just wants to be with these people. Mayuri too seems pleased by the increase in lab mems.
あのね、ラボ面が8人に増えたでしょ。ちょっと狭くなってきたなってマユシーは思うんだ。まずね、椅子が足りないのです。
Sofa only has room for 2. Then there's Daru's personal desk chair. Those are the only chairs in the lounge. There are some pipe chairs in the development room, but they need to stay there.
買ってこなくちゃだよ。おかりんはお金ある？
椅子を買うと貯金が底をつく。
Then I need to get a part-time job again.
じゃあ、マユシーのバイト代もちょっと出していいよ。あとはね、電子レンジ。新しいの買わないとジューシー唐揚げナンバー1が温められないよ。
It's true. He is absolutely a pure heart. He cannot admit that to anyone. His pride will not allow it. But on the deep inside, he is an absolute, just pure bleeding heart.
ああ、それはすまん。
Cutting off Mayuri's chicken supply might actually kill her.
だがマユリ、タイムリープマシンを譲渡して謝礼をもらえば
Don't say
問
anything
題は
about what he
全て
just
解
said.
決する。
椅子と電子レンジの代金とちょっぴり上がっちゃったお家賃を払えるぐらいはもらえるか
もらえるさ。もっともらえる。
よかったね、オカリ。
なぜそんなに嬉しそうなんだ？
だってお友達たくさんできたもん。
I love her so much. I love her so much.
ダルくんでしょ、クリスちゃんでしょ、ルカちゃんでしょ、すずさん、モエカさん、フェリスちゃん、店長さん、ナエちゃん、他にも他にも。
She even includes Mr. Braun. Ah! She gazes wistfully into the distance.
春の頃はオカリンはとっても寂しそうだったけど、もう大丈夫だね。マユシーが人質じゃなくても。
Stop.
それはどういう。
Okay. What do you mean? I try to ask, but before I can finish. An urgent news bulletin appears on the TV. The subtitles read Terrorist Bomb Threat Suspends Yamanote, Sobu, and Keihin Tohoku lines.
爆破テロ予告？
つうか全部秋葉原駅通ってるじゃん。マユシ帰れないんじゃね？
No, I don't want to leave! I don't want to leave this world!
本当だ、家に電話しなくちゃ。
Shit, that really is how he felt. Let me stay here forever! A bomb threat. I don't know why, but I've got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, one moment, I'm gonna go get my water is what I'm gonna do. Give me a sizzity second. Alright. I got the water. You got the copium? Still got the copium. Oh my god. I'm okay. I'm okay. I will get through this, I promise. I will survive. I don't know why. But I got a bad feeling about this. I'm gonna keep going. Keep going. Only the lines passing through Akihabara are suspended. As if that were the target. Alright, fine, I'll wait. Here, you know what? Before we do this, before we carry on with this, I'm gonna pull up... Again, you've made a horrible mistake, like, convincing me to learn how to pull up my screen capture, because now I know how to do it. And that's probably a bad idea. So laptop.
Guys,
Sorry. ignore that. Alright, I have prepared on my end my own copium. And then wonderful. I forgot about that guy. I love that guy. Here, you know what? I can actually oh my god, one second.
Oh,
Damn it! It keeps.
oh no!
Stop! I'm getting ahead of myself. Here, I'll pull it up now, so everyone can share this beautiful majesty. This is the interlude before the thing. Pure copium. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that one. Oh. Yeah, that's one of my backgrounds. I literally have like a cycling background on my computer that is pretty much every image from all the science adventure games I've played so far. It's incredible. It makes me so happy to just open my computer and just have those beautiful images cycling. Yeah. Man, you really you got all the Suzuha ones, yeah? Man, I cannot stop looking at Daru's finger. That is... It's just not right? Like, it's not quite right. It's just a little off. Dude, I love this one. My, here, I'm gonna, just for the sake of, all of this, I'm gonna pull up my personal favorite from that entire game. This is my favorite image from literally that entire game. Linear banded pentagram. Again, because copium. This is the copium interlude. There she be. Can I zoom in here? Mau. Alright, this one is my personal favorite. If I can figure out how to put it over here. Oh, am I right? Ah! Yeah, that one. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I still have my piece. Here, this is my personal favorite. Look at this! This one melts my heart. Like, truly, I can't look at this one for more than like a little while before I actually start to like I begin to lose my breath. Like, it's just so sweet. I just screenshot away, my friend. It's all yours. All right. All right. And then once at the end of these, I have my glorious. This video is so dumb, but I have to. True. Very true. Badass. Here, I like the this one's pretty sick too. Vroom vroom, bitches! Dude, that game was so good. That game was so freaking good. Yeah. There, and then I'm surprised I didn't see this one from you. It's I was waiting for this one to show up. But anyways. Alright, and now before once I share this monstrosity of a video, I'm gonna continue playing the video game. But again, you've made the mistake of teaching me how to do this, so we're watching this now.
Japanese
Oh wait, hold on. I have to mute Steins Gate. Otherwise, it's gonna wait. Don't get ahead of yourself. Options. We just we need full immersion.
Come and go where? Holy cow! Rintaro, come soon!
Sorry, it gets me so... This is the dumbest video I've ever seen in my life. But it kills me every time. Alright, I gotta start it over. Alright. Okay. Behold, the shaman girls.
Oh no! Japanese shaman girl where? Holy cow! Rintaro, come soon! Nice!
Nice!
Japanese shaman girl, shaman girl, shaman girl, shaman girl, nice! Shaman girl, shaman girl, oh no! Where? Japanese shaman girl.
Dude, the chorus!
Holy cow! Shaman girl, where? Oh no! Rintaro, come soon! Nice! Shaman
The
girl.
chorus of like...
Holy
The
cow!
chorus of
Shaman girl.
lesbians.
Oh no! Japanese shaman girl, come soon! Holy cow! So I said we should come soon. Nice! Shaman girl, Rintaro. Shaman girl, holy cow! Nice! Nice! Shaman girl, shaman girl. Where? Japanese Rintaro. Shaman girl. Where? Holy cow! Japanese shaman girl, come soon. Nice! Oh no! Rintaro. Where? Holy cow! Shaman girl, Rintaro. Shaman girl. Nice! Shaman girl. Nice! Holy cow! Shaman girl. Where? Shaman girl. Holy cow! Shaman girl. Japanese shaman girl. Rintaro. Holy cow! Japanese shaman girl. Rintaro. Nice! Holy cow! Where? Japanese shaman girl. Rintaro. Where? Shaman girl. Rintaro. Oh no! Where? Japanese shaman girl.
Oh my god.
Come soon! Japanese shaman girl.
You're not wrong. This is peak. This is peak Steins Gate. Okay, well, that's enough of that. Alright. Okay, alright, with me now crying from laughter, let me go ahead and get back to crying for other reasons. What's up? Oh my god, I'm like, I have no feeling left in my arms. Also, I would like to point out, I don't know if you can see it from your end, but I think that may have been the quickest I've seen the counter go to 2 viewers back to 1 viewer. And I don't, you know what? Fair. That's fair. I think I just saw it. I played the thing, I saw it go 2 viewers, 1 viewer. I get it. Oh my god. Oh, here, hold on, is that if that's the video, I can just pull it up on my, my computer. Oh, I gotta mute this again. Oh, don't worry, I remember exactly where it is. Oh, never mind. I literally opened the wrong video. I'm so good at video games. Alright. There we go. That's true. Okay, I'm out of breath, and let me go ahead and lose that breath again. Because of this shit.
phone wave. Name subject to change with
Oh,
perfect
now we have
timing.
to but now we have to listen to this fucking goober in the corner.
golly gosh, I wonder who you're talking about. Whoever could you be referring to?
Look at this dingus. I feel like I never thought I'd reach a point where I'm on stream, watching myself on stream, laughing at the same thing I laughed about previously. Oh my god.
Oh my lord.
I also did not expect that.
Oh my god.
Oh wow, that really caught me off guard. Holy shit. Oh my god.
また揺れてる
I'm alright.
岡部倫太郎これって
Alright, we're not gonna listen to the whole thing, but this. It's the last. It's that last. All right, we're done. We're done. Get rid of it. Go away. Oh my god, that last bit though. It's the part that gets me. Okay, all right. So now that my eyes are filled with tears of joy and laughter, let me replace them with different tears. There. Wait, could that be it? Could the bomb be at Akihabara Station? I get a cold feeling in my stomach.
岡部倫太郎一つ聞かせてタイムリープマシンは完成してるんだよね
Yeah.
そっか私用事思い出したからちょっと出かけてくる
Suzuha leaves with the lab without another word. She's so subtle.
何なの彼女
Suzuha's acting strange. The images? Which images? Oh, yeah. I mean, most of them I already have in my computer. I do have my folder of comfort images open and prepared, so we're gonna get the tissues. Where do I put my box of tissues? Somewhere. In fact, I need those now because I'm still crying from that stupid video. That I truly can't get over how dumb that video is. But I can't not love it. It's just it was at that moment that I realized that my sense of humor it might be awful. All right. Why did she just ask about the time leap machine? Something occurs to me. The 2 threatening emails I received. We're watching you. You know too much. Oh, God. All right. All joy is dead. Who sent them? And there's more. Words and images flash through my head. CERN. The LHC. Jellymen. The Z program. I will not. I will be with you in spirit and camaraderie. Government secrets. The organization. Men in Black. Committee of 300. The time leap machine. What did Kurisu say?
私たちひょっとするととんでもないものを作っちゃったかもしれない。
Taken separately, each of these elements was insignificant. But if I consider them part of a single line, they all point. I forgot to cover my clock, so it's going off every hour. Oops. That may or may not kill the mood. But if I consider them all a part of a single line, they all point to one inescapable truth. It's my fucking it's my clock. I have a fucking that. It's my clock. It makes noise. I normally cover it with like a sheet, so it goes into like sleep mode. But it's like a clock that it chimes every hour with Persona 3 music, which is pretty sick. But also, yeah, it really kills the mood. Also, oh god, I've made the horrible mistake of actually moving this fucking thing. Also, it's still going. This is definitely the longest one. All right, one second. Cover that stupid. I love it normally, but I do have to cover it before I stream normally. I'm sorry, what did you want? Professionalism? Did you want, like, competence? Barking up the wrong tree. Ugh. We've come too far. Fear seizes my heart in an icy grip. I can feel anxiety eating at my brain. Can't breathe. Even though it's hot and humid, my body shivers. Should we run? Get out while we still can? We can't use the trains. What about the subway? Or would a taxi be better? Nobody's saying anything. Fair. Nobody's doing anything. What should we do? Suddenly, there's a softness against my hand. I look down to see Mayuri's hand holding mine. When I look up, I see worry written on her face. It's okay. Just being paranoid. It's all a coincidence. Mayuri will get rid of tomorrow we'll get rid of the time leak machine. And we can forget all this happened. Pretend it was just a dream. Never invented a time machine. I don't need money. As long as we can forget about today and welcome tomorrow. Be okay, won't we? My anxiety doesn't go away. I look over Mayuri's head at the entrance to the lab. The door is unlocked. Anyone could just waltz right in. I hear sirens wailing a few streets away. The bomb threat has Akiba in an uproar. Yet here, in our corner of Akiba, it's so quiet. Mayuri squeezes my hand with her warm, slender fingers. I squeeze back. The next thing I know, the door slams open. 5 men burst into the lab. Their movements are swift and sure, professional, and each of them is carrying a gun. They spread out just inside the door and aim their weapons at us. It all happens so fast, no one has time to scream. Men are foreigners, a mix of races, dressed casually in colorful shirts and shorts or jeans. Their arms are thick with muscle, and their eyes are hard and cold as ice. 2 of them are holding pistols, the other 3 have assault rifles. AK-47s in Akiba? Is this some kind of joke? One thing is certain, these guys aren't tourists.
動くな。全員両手を上げろ。
Dark-skinned, crew-cut man barks an order. Feels like I'm dreaming. Did I fall asleep watching an action movie? This is the first time so many people have gathered in this room. Suddenly, the lab feels small. What an odd thing to be thinking about at a time like this. The first to obey is Daru. Then Kurisu raises her hands. Then me. Last is Mayuri. Silence. Time seems to grind to a halt. The men say nothing, but their guns remain steady, muzzles pointed at us. On the TV, a comedian laughs. What is this? Are we on candid camera? Then I hear a new sound coming from outside. The sound of high heels. A woman is coming up the stairs. Are these men waiting for her? Is she their leader? A squad of battle-hardened commandos led by a beautiful woman. It's like something out of a manga. Nothing seems real. Before long, the woman appears.
桐生萌か。
Part-time editor. A male demon, Shining Finger, who's never seen without her phone. Lab Mem 005. Moeka? She's their leader? The least imposing one. God, my Uriel. She's so scared. I hate this! The least imposing woman I've ever met? Even now, she doesn't meet my stare. Her eyes are aimed down at the floor. What's going on here?
萌香さん、これって。
タイムマシーンを回収させてもらう。
I do love that even in this situation, Kurisu cannot help but have the fucking sassiest, grumpiest face possible. Like this is so Kurisu. As always, her words are barely audible. It's ridiculous, laughable. And yet, I can't laugh. My heart is a jackhammer in my chest. The inside of my mouth is drier than a desert. I stay still, with my hands in the air.
牧瀬クリス、岡部倫太郎、橋田至、3名については我々と一緒に来てもらう。
I don't understand. Why is Moeka here? I don't know, but I have to ask.
どういうことだ。
答えられない。
冗談だろ。
Moeka shakes her head.
あなたたちに答える必要はないという意味。抵抗は許されない。とにかく来て。
どこへだ。
No reply. She doesn't intend to answer that either. Dangerous. These guys are dangerous. Look at their guns. Nothing good can happen if we go with them. I try to refuse, but my voice catches in my throat. I can't stop staring at their guns. Are they real? Not going to start shooting, are they?
理由と行き先を教えてもらわない限りついていくことはできない。
拒否することは認めない。あなたたちに逃げ場はないわ。
I don't know, man. They could be like model guns, you know.
私たちの仲間はすでに秋葉原中に散らばっている。
Wait, something clicks in my head. It was them. They sent the bomb threat. They stopped the trains. Why? To keep us here? Just for that?
手荒な真似はしたくない。3人とも一緒に来て。なんで？
Kurisu, who has kept silent until now, finally opens her mouth.
3人なの？
That's when I realized that Mayuri wasn't included in Moeka's demand. She only wants Kurisu, Daru, and me.
何を聞かれても答えるつもりはない。あなたたちはただついてくればいい。
Not getting anywhere.
おかりん。
Daru's voice is shaking. I turn my head to look at him. He's deathly pale.
とりあえず言うこと聞いとくべきじゃね。
だが目的を言ってもらわないと。
Honestly, I have no idea what to do. My heart is still fluttering in my chest. This seems more like a dream than reality. I'm not a military otaku. I've never seen a real gun. The black shine of their weapons looks somehow tacky. They lack the imposing feel you expect. I don't know, man. I'm pretty imposed upon right now. I'd believe her if she told me they were fake. Mayuri suddenly speaks up.
ねえ、萌香さんはラボメン仲間だよね。
It's as if Mayuri asked my question for me. Moeka was a strange woman, but I welcomed her as a lab mem all the same. What is she thinking right now? In answer... Stop. Moeka pulls a gun from her belt and points it at us. I realize that Moeka isn't holding her phone. This is the first time I've seen her without it. Not like that matters now. Moeka's gun hand is trembling. Is this situation affecting her too? It must be. She's terrified of talking to people.
一緒に来てもらうのはあなたたちの口を封じるため。
Silence us?
それは拒否しても変わらない。
Does that mean she plans to kill us? Why? What did we do?
一体誰の差し金だ。お前たち何者なんだ。
私たちは
Moeka suddenly lifts her head. For perhaps the third time since I've known her, she looks straight at me. Her eyes are dark and empty.
セルンの
CERN?
M4!
The dark-skinned man speaks up. Is he addressing Moeka?
口を慎め。
Moeka hangs her head again. In my head, I replay the words she just spoke. CERN. They're from CERN? Why CERN? Of course, who else could it be?
3人とも
I'm like shaking right
一緒
now.
に来てね。
Moeka raises her voice in frustration.
これ以上拒否するなら嫌でも行きたくなるようにするから。
Moeka slowly raises her gun. Also, this track is genuinely incredible. It sucks that the music is good. Fuck! She points the muzzle at... Stop! Mayuri. My whole body instantly goes cold.
椎名真由里は必要ない。
よせ。
I lunge at Moeka, but the dark-skinned man is faster. Something strikes my chin with crushing force. Shock numbs my entire body. Stars explode behind my eyes. I fall to my knees, powerless to stand. Everything goes dark. What happened? Did he hit me with the butt of his rifle?
おかり
I look up. Ah, stop! I'm okay! Harry face streaked with tears, is reaching out to me as if begging for help. Over her shoulder, I see Moeka ready her gun. Try to yell stop, but my voice catches in my throat. Nothing comes out but a pitiful wheeze. Someone, anyone, please, stop her. Stop Moeka! Moeka's lips move. She's mumbling something. Fuck you, Moeka! Her mouth opens and closes robotically. My blood curdles. No! No! Stop! Sharp, dry crack splits the air. Time slows to a crawl. Moeka pulled the trigger. No! God damn it, that fucking... Give me a second. I'm okay. Oh my god. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm alright. Okay, I'm okay. I'm going. Okay. I need to continue. Blood spurt. I hate this fucking image. I hate it. It hurts so goddamn much. Blood spurts from Mayuri's forehead. It splashes across my face, wet and warm. Her delicate, frail body falls toward me. I catch her. Her body is limp, like a puppet with no strings. Her head and arms dangle lifelessly. The smell of gunpowder fills my nose. And then the smell of blood. Taru clutches his head and falls to his knees, screaming at the top of his lungs. Sound jerks me back to my senses. In my arms, Mayuri takes one short, shallow breath. And then... No! Stop! No!
Mayuri.
Take me to the broad part. She's dead. Mayuri's dead. Her face is covered in blood. The blood stains my hands. It's warm.
もう一度言う。三人とも一緒に来て。
I'd like you to fuck off forever, Moeka. I'd like to never see you again, please.
抵抗するなら、あなたたちも殺す。
I hear a voice, but I can't comprehend what it's saying. What is this? What's going on here? Is this a joke? We may have created a monster here. This is a dream, right? Right? I feel nothing. My mind is blank. I shake Mayuri's shoulder. Mayuri? Wake up, Mayuri. You'll catch cold if you sleep here. If you're tired, you can stay overnight. Or I can take you home if you prefer. We'll ride the train back to Ikebukuro together, like we used to do before Daru joined, when it was just the two of us. Memories of her smile whirl through my head, 1,000 different smiles from 1,000 different occasions. If I look away, she'll disappear. She always disappears.
もう大丈夫だね。マユシーが人質じゃなくても
No, Mayuri, I still need you. Laugh for me, like you always do. Greet me with your silly tuturu. Tell me it's a lie. Tell me you're all right. Mayuri. Red flames consume my mind, an inferno of rage and hate, and the burning desire to kill everything I see. Same, dude. I gently lay the motionless Mayuri on the floor. I stand up, and then I fling myself at Moeka. But before I can take a step, someone grabs my hand from behind. Moeka's gun is aimed at my head. Her finger is already on the trigger.
俺も殺すのかよ。
抵抗するなら岡部、お願い
I clear the couch.
従ってこのままじゃあんたも殺される
I tear my hand from Kurisu's grip. My vision is a tunnel with Moeka on the other side. She won't get away with this. She killed Mayuri in cold blood. I'll do the same to her. Moeka pulls the trigger. Sound of the shot smites upon my eardrums. I feel a sharp pain on the side of my head. I nearly lose my balance again. But I'm still alive. What happened? I realize that Moeka's gun is lying at her feet. Beside it is a small stone. Someone must have thrown it and knocked her gun aside. Suddenly, Suzuha isn't there in the doorway, knocking one man down in the blink of an eye. Before anyone can react, she darts into another man's range and delivers a piercing elbow strike to his solar plexus. Like, I can't even, like, fully enjoy this. 'Cause, you know... I'm good. The man drops to his knees, gasping for air. The remaining men turn their guns on her, but she throws the incapacitated man toward them to block their aim. It really is incredible. She really is just, like, thoroughly badass. There is no question. And she then slides into the feet of the man at the rear, tripping him forward, and in a single smooth, flowing motion, drives her knee into the man's face as he falls. I will say, despite my conflicted nature about Nai's character in existing in Robotics Notes as a 20-year-old woman, I will say that I love the fact that a lot of her character is, like, it's very clear how much Suzuha influenced her. Like, I love that. Like, she's as badass and the bike. It's just very funny to me. I really like that detail. Anyways, back to Steins Gate, back to Hell. Let's go back to Hell. The dark-skinned man aims his rifle, but before he can fire, Suzuha snatches a stunned attacker's gun and shoots him. Blood spurts from the man's hand. Without pausing, Suzuha leaps into the air and delivers a soaring roundhouse kick to his jaw. Fuck yeah. This is badass. This right here, fucking badass. Also, I may or may not be, like, desperately trying not to think about a certain fact right now. The next thing I know, the 5 men are down, and Moeka's gun is aimed at Suzuha's face. But Suzuha doesn't back down. Her gun is trained on Moeka's neck. It's a standoff. Neither moves. Silence returns to the room. I love the perspective. Like the fucking like, it's so, oh man, this image right here is just, that's fucking sick. This perspective.
何者
Anyways.
42
Yes, that is the answer to life, the universe, and everything. Suzuha's reply makes no sense. She glances at me.
テレビ
What is she saying?
点灯済み何を
Suddenly, Kurisu springs up and makes a break for the development room.
動くなそれはこっちのセリフ
I suddenly realize the meaning of Suzuha's words. 42-inch TV downstairs. It's on. She wants me to use the time leap machine? I look at Mayuri's body. No, don't look at Mayuri's. She's lying there quietly. Her eyes are closed. Will never open again. One of the men Suzuha knocked out starts to moan. They wake up. It's all over. Suzuha looks at me again. Her eyes implore me to make my move. If I use the machine, I can avert Mayuri's death. But at the same time, it could fry my brain. Fry my brain? So what? Is there to fear? Mayuri is dead, shot in cold blood. This isn't right. I won't accept it. Then change it. Change the past. You have the power. Use it. I stagger into the development room. Kurisu is about to put on the headgear. I pull it away from her.
岡部
俺が飛ぶ
私が
I grab Kurisu's wrist as she tries to take it back. I stare into her eyes wet with tears.
俺がマユリを助ける
もし失敗したら
I ignore her and put on the headgear. Malika's last shot grazed the side of my head. My ears are still ringing and there's blood on my neck. Doesn't matter. I might fail. I might even die. But I have to try. It's been a while since I've watched like the dubbed anime, honestly. I started watching it. I wanted to watch it with my dad, but he's an asshole. No, he didn't like it, so. And then I never watched it again. That doesn't sound right. No, I did not continue watching it from that point, is what I meant to say. The song? I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure what we're talking about right now. I feel like I may have lost the conversation. I'm very scatterbrained right now, okay? Static. Like this song right now? Or a different song? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I see. Yeah, like I said, I don't remember. It's been a while since I've watched it, so I do not remember it off the top of my head. Sorry, that was confusing. Probably my fault. All right, it's my only chance to save Mayuri, and you will take it, Okabe. Save her. Save my sweet little bean. Kurisu bites her lip and activates the X68000. Gotcha.
岡部倫太郎一人行った殺せ使わせるな
やらせるか
A crew-cut man staggers into the development room. Acting purely on instinct, I grab future gadget number 4, Moed's snake from the shelf, and flick the switch. I fucking love that. I love that out of all the shitty gadgets, there's one that's just like literally a fucking smoke bomb. White smoke instantly fills the room, rendering it impossible to see.
Chris!
本当にいいの？タイムリープしてもいいの？ねえ！
やれクリスマシンを動かせあ
Pain flares in my right arm. Was I shot? It doesn't matter. I see blue-white light shining through the smoke. The discharge is starting. The light rapidly grows brighter. The floor begins to shake. The singularity is open. I crouch down, holding the headset steady with one hand. Wait for me, Mayuri. I won't die here. I'll cross through time to save you. Leap my memories. Leap to the past.
止めよ
The world explodes into light. Let's fucking time travel. Oh. Alright, chapter over. Wow, I was closer than I thought I was. I'm still going. Heck that. Oh, my heart! My heart!
マユリ
No matter how many times I call her name, Mayuri doesn't answer. Mayuri is standing in front of a grave, gazing at the sky. The grave belongs to her grandmother, who died when Mayuri was 11 years old. Her parents were always busy with work, so her grandmother was her only companion. I was close to Mayuri's family, so her death was sad for me too. At the wake, I expected Mayuri to break down and cry. She didn't. Instead, she spent the whole time gazing vacantly at her grandmother's memorial portrait. 6 months went by. I had advanced to middle school, so Mayuri and I were no longer commuted together. But whenever I passed the cemetery on the way home, Mayuri would always be standing there. Every day, rain or shine, she would stand for hours before the grave, staring wordlessly at the sky, as if she could see her grandmother in heaven. In her hands, an old pocket watch. The watch had belonged to her grandmother. Mayuri always held it when visiting her grave.
マユリ
No matter how many times I called her name, Mayuri did not answer. Back then, Mayuri wouldn't talk to anyone. Not to me, not even to her parents. Whenever I saw her standing there, staring at the sky, I felt unease grip my heart. Her gaze was so earnest, her intention so pure, that I feared some power might grant her wish, and carry her off to heaven to join her beloved grandmother. And so, to ensure nothing like that happened, I made sure to stop by the cemetery every day. I would stand next to the sky-gazing Mayuri and call her name.
マユリ
No matter how many times I'd call her, Mayuri wouldn't reply. The only sound in the lonely cemetery was the echo of my voice calling her name. It was raining that day, too. Mayuri had a light blue umbrella. In contrast to the umbrella's color, the sky was glazed gray, covered in clouds. After a while, the rain stopped. Rays of light shone through the gaps in the clouds, a stunningly beautiful sight. Rembrandt's rays, they are called, or sometimes the Angel's Ladder. Suddenly, a strong wind swept through the cemetery. It caught Mayuri's umbrella and carried it to the sky. Mayuri seemed not to notice. She kept staring at the sky. And then, slowly, so very slowly, she stretched her hand out to the sky, as if to grasp the rays of light, as if her grandmother were reaching down to pull her up. And then she lifted herself on her toes. To me, it looked as if she were floating upward toward heaven. Impulsively, I grabbed Mayuri's outstretched hand and pulled her into my embrace. In retrospect, my fears were just a childish fantasy, but at the time, I truly believed that Mayuri might vanish.
どこにも行かせないぞ。連れてなんて行かせない。
I realized how embarrassing the words coming from my own mouth were.
マユリは俺の人質だ。人体実験の生贄なんだ。
Thus Hoin Kyomo was born. It was the first excuse that came to mind. Before her grandmother died, Mayuri and I were fans of a popular TV series about costumed heroes battling evil. I particularly admired the villain, a mad scientist. I even got pretty good at mimicking his lines. Now I was doing it to hide my embarrassment. I could feel my face growing red, but I kept up the mad scientist act all the same. If nothing else, it was better than admitting my insecurities.
どこにも逃がさないからな。
As I said this, I realized that Mayuri was shaking. She whispered. It was the first time in 6 months that I had heard her speak. Her voice was choked with tears.
マユシは人質なんだね。じゃあしょうがないね。
She smiled happily. Tears fell from her eyes. Then Mayuri buried her face in my chest. Where am I? Who am I? Can't see. I can barely think. Terrible screech fills my head, like feedback from a giant speaker. Penetrates my brain like 100 sharp needles stabbing me right behind the eyes. I thought brains weren't supposed to feel pain.
べ
Seriously. Yeah, dude, Memory Miyano fucking kills it. Like, I've come to keep an eye out for that name whenever I'm like reading credits, because holy shit. Yeah, they're absolutely fucking killing it. Also, I want to say that I do love the fact that like the visual novel, one point I will give the visual novel over the anime is it does such an incredible job of like truly demonstrating how excruciating this process is. Like, you can see it in the anime, but like the way they describe like the pins and the like the absolute like nails on it, it sounds horrifying, and I sure would. It makes me never want to do it. Like, yikes. And there's more. I feel a shiver of pleasure beneath the pain and a terrible itching like my body is on fire. Yet none of this sounds good. None of this sounds fun. I want to crack open my skull and tear out my brain. I want to scrape out my soft gray matter with my fingers and eat it. Gross.
おべ
The assault on my brain is driving me crazy. Who am I?
ちょっと岡部どうしたのよ
You know. Yeah, dude, that echo effect is so good. Suddenly, the shattered pieces of the world reform. I slowly come back to my senses. I'm in the lab, standing in front of the phone wave named subject to change with my cell phone to my ear. No, not the phone wave named subject to change. Since headgear is attached to it, it's the time leap machine. It's hard to breathe. Give me oxygen. I hear a low, wheezing groan and realize that it's coming from my own throat. I close my mouth, then take a deep breath. The insides of my throat feel like they're burning. I resist the urge to cough and continue filling my lungs with air. Notice that I'm drenched in sweat. The drops sliding down my forehead are annoying. I try to wipe them away with the back of my right hand. My hand obeys, slowly. Something is off. It's like my body and my mind aren't totally in sync with each other. Almost as if this isn't really my body. As if my nerves aren't communicating properly with my extremities. I try blinking slowly. This might just be my imagination. Could this be exhaustion? I haven't slept much lately. I try to move my hand again. There is no disconnect this time. This is my body.
岡部聞いてる
A familiar voice. I turn around slowly. Karisu is there. She stares at me, perplexed.
どうしたのよ急にすごい声出して
What is she talking about?
具合悪いの
I try answering, but my voice doesn't work too well. Even more bewildered, I clear my throat several times.
いや問題ない
Don't you lie,
だったらさっさと出かける準備しなさいよ
you,
買い出し行くんでしょ
you big old liar?
買い出し
For what? I search my memories. The moment I do, images appear in my mind like a string of exploding light bulbs. Damn it. If they show that fucking image again, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna angrily take a sip of water is what I'm gonna do if they show that shit again.
人間は根源的に時間的存在者である
もう大丈夫だね。
Boop. Fuck off! No!
タイムリープしてもいいの
Angry sip. I'm mad now. I remember now. I used the time leap machine.
未来の記憶を思い出すのよ
That's right. What am I standing around for?
ここはどこだ
は
Grab Karisu's shoulder and pull her close.
今は何時だ何月何日の何時何分だ
痛い落ち着け
落ち着いていられるか買い出しって言ったか
Which shopping trip is she talking about? Pizza. No, not quite to pizza. Naru is sitting at his computer, staring at us wide-eyed.
誰今日は何日だ今は何時なんだ
13日の5時ちょっと過ぎだけど
Like, why? Yeah, that's the unfortunate. What is that story? The boy who cried wolf. If you're constantly screaming about the pain in your right arm and then yeah, eventually people are just gonna be like, oh, what is it this time? Christ. The 13th, a little past 5.
成功したのか
Did I manage to time leap in the middle of all that chaos? Did my memories really jump through time? Does that mean I've leaped into my past self? Is there a chance that it was all a dream? Thinking back, forward, doesn't seem real. Commandos breaking into the lab, it's like something out of a Hollywood movie. The sight of Mayuri broken and bloody is burned into my eyes. It's true. I remember the smell of the blood, the sound of the gunshot, the weight of the headgear on my head, the pain of the bullet tearing through my arm, Kurisu screaming, Suzuha fighting to defend us. I remember it all vividly. I touched my arm. No bullet holes, no pain even. Is it all a dream? I don't know. I've never time leaped before. I can only hope that it was a dream. A future like that is too much to bear. I recall Mayuri's last moments and my eyes fill with tears. I force the tide of emotion back.
マユリは
I look around the lab. Risu and Daru were here. I can't find Mayuri.
マユリはどこに
There will be no more dry face, unfortunately, for the rest of the day.
どこってルカシのところに行くってさっき言ってたじゃんか。オカリン聞いてなかったん？
That's right. Mayuri went to beg Lukako to wear her costume. She won't return until it's time for the party. What do I do? What do I believe? Was it a dream? Or was it real? If it was a dream, then I don't have to worry about anything. If it was real, then I need to act now. I take a deep breath.
あれは夢だったんだ
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Right.
あんなの現実に起きるはずがない
It was a nightmare brought on by anxiety, that's all. There's no other logical explanation. I desperately persuade myself that it's so. God damn it, Okabe. Little do I know that I will soon regret my foolishness. Oh, I'm gonna do it again! Kurisu goes shopping alone. I stay in the lab with Daru, waiting for Mayuri to return. Everything's fine now, it's just a dream, don't worry about it.
ただいま
Doo-doo-doo! Hell yeah! An innocent smile. Mayuri is alive. Nothing will happen to her. I was worried for nothing. When Suzuha arrives, we begin the meeting.
オカリンオカリンフェリスちゃんやルカちゃんにもね声をかけたんだけど今日は無理って言われちゃった
I've heard these words before. Deja vu, a trick of the mind.
そうか何か用事でもあったのか
The feeling, wow, that's a long description. All right. The feeling of having experienced something before despite not actually having experienced it. It feels like you are recalling a genuine past experience as opposed to an imagined experience or dream. However, you are unable to recall when or where that experience occurred, which results in an intense feeling of strangeness. No, I like it. Just because it's relevant, you know? It might come up, I don't know. Or reacquaint myself with deja vu. The cause of deja vu is yet to be determined. One theory is that it is a psychological phenomenon caused by the temporary desynchronization of the recollection and storage functions of memory. The cause is theorized to be spasms in the brain's parahippocampal gyrus, which is in charge of spatial reasoning and the sensation of familiarity. I definitely didn't read all that just to prolong this, just to prolong the inevitable. That's definitely not the reason I read all that.
フェリ スちゃんは今日はライネットの大会。
しまった、応援行きそびれた。なんという不覚。
あとね、ルカちゃんはなんだか恥ずかしそうにしてたよ。
ここに来たらまた最寄りのコスを着させられるって思ったんじゃない？
Just like my dream. So blue you could get lost in them. Yes, I have noticed. They're beautiful. Don't dissect her. Could you not phrase it like that, please? I will say that the eyes are one of the main reasons I love the Steins Gate art style. Like, I feel like the Chaos games have a kind of like a, I don't want to say generic because they're not that like uninteresting. They look fine. Like Chaos Head and Chaos Child, they have a fine art style, but they're kind of like just, they're very anime. I'll put it that way. It's just sort of like anime art. You know, the designs are good, but they're like, they don't feel that unique to me. Yeah. And then Robotics Notes is obviously, those are 3D models, which is interesting. Steins Gate has, in my opinion, the most like unique art style. Like, and the eyes are sort of the main, like, I love it. Look, the white, they don't have like black pupils. Their pupils are white squares, and yet it somehow works. It's awesome. I fucking love it. Anonymous Code had a pretty good art style too. It had yeah. That one was like, that one was definitely super interesting because it was like, I'm trying to think of, it felt more drawn. You know what I mean? Like, if there was something like, there was like a sketch quality to it, to the art style. Comic booky, yeah, exactly. All right, anyways, yes. But the main point is, yes, Mayuri's eyes are beautiful and I love them. I've never remembered a dream this vividly before. Remember every word that was spoken.
コスプレの件か。
Kurisu's are alright.
もしかしてまだ説得できていないのか。
恥ずかしいんだって。可愛いは正義なのに。
可愛いは正義ってそんな言葉が流行ってるんだ。
Yeah, oh yeah, you want to watch another YouTube video? I'm kidding. No, we're doing... Everything's fine! It was just a dream, we're good!
可愛いよね。
We're totally good. Too bad.
ねえねえ、今度のコミマに出てみない？新作は無理だけどね、去年作ったブラチューのセイラ覚醒後バージョンコスがあるんだ。多分ね、サイズはクリスちゃんにちょうど合うと思うし。
Nothing could possibly happen.
私がコスプレか。
What's May Queen? That May Queen? I'm not familiar with that. What is that? There is no store as such in this world right now. It does not exist, I'm afraid. I don't.
ちょっと興味ある。あ、でも私も人前に出るのはお断りだから。
着るだけでいいよ。
Store.
でもね、そのうちみんなに見てもらいたくなるよ。コスプレにはそうさせる魔物さんが住んでるんだ。そういえばクリスちゃんっていつも可愛い制服着てるよね。でもこんな制服都内にあったっけ？
I think it's something to do with potatoes. It was either a store or a restaurant. I don't remember. Definitely potato related though. Yeah.
うん、これ
Potato.
2週間だけあやめ院に逆留学みたいなことしてたんだけど、そこの制服を改造してきてるの。
ああ、あやめ院なんだ。あそこの制服もともと可愛いもんね。でもクリスちゃんの改造センスはね、すごくいいか
I don't know what you're talking about. This is the first time this conversation has ever been had. I don't.
明日コス持ってくるね。そ
Surely.
したら試着してくれる？
いいわ。
撮影会は何時からですか？
相変わらず橋田は変態道を邁進中だな。
だってブラチューのセーラっしょ？あれって確か
I
フ
feel
ァ
like
ンモロだぞ。
I don't think I've ever actually seen that movie. I know of that movie and I know what happens in that movie. Like I've heard. I don't think I've ever actually sat down and watched it.
パン
I
モ
hear
ロ
it's good.
パンツがもろに見えているの略。
嘘。
大丈夫だよ。クリスちゃんは知らないかもだけどね、去年ぐらいにこんな言葉が流行ったんだよ。
It's I feel like it's already on the list. I like it. There's a couple movies that I something about my attention span. I can't just like sit down and just watch a movie.
パンツじゃないから恥ずかしくないもんって。
日本終わってた。
絶対来てね。絶対だよ。やめといた方がいいんじゃないかな。
Suzuha speaks, her tone sharp. She's scowling at Kurisu again. I don't think I'm allowed to do that. You can just watch a movie. Suddenly, the atmosphere in the room changes. I remember this too. I feel like I'm losing my mind here. I do not recognize this image. I've never seen this image
痛い
before
目
in my
に遭う
life.
よ。
それどういう意味？
Oh man, this image is so cool. I've never seen it before though.
この前から思ってた
Crazy.
んだけど、私あなたに何かした？
直接は何も。でも私、君のしたこと全部知ってんだよね。
I mean, I'll look into it. If I can just watch movies, like I prefer games, but if that is the thing, I want to rewatch in my like I feel like I need to rewatch the Steins Gate movie because I swear I want to finish playing it first, this one first, but I swear there's something in that or there like I want to rewatch it with the added context of Anonymous Code because I feel like there's stuff I'm gonna that's gonna be got now that I've played Anonymous Code. I mean, honestly, that's half the reason I decided to go back and play Steins Gate, and I'm gonna play Steins Gate 0 again too, because with the added context of Anonymous Code. All right, I'm gonna be honest. Here's the part where I admit this aspect has been living rent-free in my head for the past ever since I finished Anonymous Code. So the thing with the world line, like the superpositioned world lines, the fucking it blows. Like I can't get it out of my head, and I'm like, there has to be some. There is an explanation already, and I just missed it, or it's gonna be covered in the next game. Because there's no way they have something that overt. And like I watched back the last stream I did of Lord Region of Deja Vu. I watched back the last stream of my Robotics Notes Dash playthrough, and I rewatched that conversation between Daru and Okabe, and he says. His exact phrasing is the world line trembled. Yeah. Exactly. Like I'm curious if it's related or if it like there's something. Yeah. But at the end of Robotics Notes Dash, Daru or Okabe, his specific wording is the world line trembles, and then and like he goes on to describe how it's like in a state of like. It, you know, it's still here. We're still in Steins Gate, but like it's, you know, it's shaking, it's trembling, right? And in Anonymous Code, when they show the world line, when they show the divergence meter, it's like in a superposition where it's not a single world line. It's like partially showing two different world lines. And so, yeah, exactly. There's clearly something is happening in regards to the world line post Steins Gate. Like, it's not just, Steins Gate happens and then we're in that world line and then that's just how it is. There's clearly some kind of thing. Theory mode. Let's go. I mean, I'm already in theory mode, so let's theory. Yeah. Something also worth noting is that we don't know, like, ever since, even after Anonymous Code, we learned that the world is made up of, layers, right? All right. Sounds like it's gonna be a Chaos Child is Chaos Head. Yeah, that is what I have heard. Yes. To reality. Well, it's more like I don't know exactly what it means, but like it's basically two different world lines, like the numbers, right? So you got the Steins Gate world line, which I believe is 1.04 other numbers. I can only remember them up to like two numbers because my brain is my brain. But you got the Steins Gate world line, which is 1.04 whatever, and then I think it's in Anonymous Code, it's basically that world line, and it's superimposed or superposition with the I think I saw it referred to as the Fibonacci world line, which is the divergence number is 1.1235 whatever, the Fibonacci sequence. Yeah, exactly. So it makes no sense that there's two at the same time. How are there two at the same time? And those two specifically, like, and that's the other thing that like trips me up about it, is the fact that it's those two specifically. It's Steins Gate and the Fibonacci world line, which is the one where it's the one from the end of Zero, like the one where he goes. The one from which he sends the mail, basically. So, like, the fact that it's those two is interesting, and they're like, again, there might already be an answer to this as to why that is, but if there's not, there's fucking gotta be at some point. They better be. Yeah, I certainly hope the next game covers it, or at least like says something about it. And again, it's entirely possible that there was already an answer and I'm just dumb and missed it, but and for all I know, there's something about it in the movie that went over my head, because it has been a long time since I've watched that movie. That'd be interesting. Yeah. It could be. I mean, the fact that they're both like they both exist at the same time tells me that like I don't know. It's crazy. And then the other thing that kind of trips me up is the fact that like after Anonymous Code we learned that the world consists of like the layers, right? You got the world levels, and we know that the events of Anonymous Code happen in a relatively deep world layer, right? But they never like it has never been, I don't think it's made clear at any point on which world level any of the events of the other games occur. Because, like, obviously they would, to some extent, occur on the same, because they're all based on the same the same reality. They just diverge slowly over time. The different layers diverge, and obviously the whole point was to like synchronize them. And so at a certain point, yeah. So for all we know, for all we know, the events of like the other science adventure games happen on the top layer. For all we know. Yeah, but it's unclear. And then as far as that's it. My brain, I've reached peak capacity. That's all I got. I was gonna say something, it disappeared, so now we're here. Yeah, I have exhausted my. Oh, I fucked up my hair now. Shit. My beautiful bangs. I love them. Yeah, it's I really, yeah, that's my only hope for the next game is that they, I don't know if the word I don't know if answer is the right term, but like I really hope they address and like clarify something. I hope it involves that detail, the like superpositioned world lines, because like I gotta know it, that has been living rent free in my head this entire time. Yeah. All right, anyways, back to this totally new thing that's happening that we have not seen before.
何よ
None of this has happened
私がした
before.
ことって後ろめたいことは何もしてない
だろうね。でも私知ってんだから。君の本質ってのをさ。
へえすごい私の心の中を覗いたんだ画期的な発明だからぜひその独身装置を見せてもらいたいもんだわ
装置なんてないよ。強いて言うなら予言。
つまり言いがかりってことか
事実だってば。おかり
Mayuri clings to me with teary eyes.
二人を止めて。
Should I listen to Mayuri's plea like I did in the dream? Knowing that I can't stop the fight, should I just let Mayuri handle it instead? I don't know. I can't move a muscle.
もう
Mayuri pouts, then goes over to the two girls.
二人とも聞いて。マユシーはね、喧嘩は嫌いなのです。仲良くしようよ。
Haru comes over to chat with Suzuha, and gradually peace returns to the lab. Kurisu is in the development room, making a call, probably to her mother in America. I sit on the sofa and watch TV while sipping Dr. P. I can't pay attention to what I see on the screen. It doesn't enter my head. Mayuri sits down next to me. She peels a banana and begins eating it.
ねえねえ、おかり？なんだかね、ここ何週間ですごく賑やかになったね。
Stop it. Why are you saying the same things as in that terrible dream? It was a dream. It has to be a dream.
楽しいね。
Stop restarting the music! This is cruel and unusual punishment, is what this is. They keep restarting the fucking music! Mary smiles happily, not noticing my lack of a reply.
あのね、ラボ面が8人に増えたでしょ。ちょっと狭くなってきたなってマユシーは思うんだ。まずね、椅子が足りないのです。買ってこなくちゃだよ。おかりんはお金ある？
I shake my head wordlessly. For some reason, I'm afraid to look Mayuri in the face. Oh, the worst part is, this is truly just the beginning.
じゃあ、マユシーのバイト代もちょっと出していいよ。あとはね、電子レンジ 新しいの買わないとジューシー唐揚げナンバーワンが温められないよ。
I love her serious face. Yes. Ah, my Yuri.
オカリン、大丈夫？元気ないよ。
いや、
体調良くないのかな。だったらね、休まなきゃ。横になる？膝枕してあげるよ。
そんな恥ずかしいことを。
Before I can finish, the television interrupts me with an urgent news bulletin. The subtitles read, Terrorist bomb threat suspends Yamanote, Sobu, and Keihin Tohoku lines.
爆破テロ予告？
Fuck.
つうか全部秋葉原駅通ってるじゃん。マユシ帰れないんじゃね？
本当だ。家に電話しなくちゃ。
嘘だろ。
It's the same. Every last thing the same. Yeah, alright, go ahead.
岡部倫太郎、一つ聞かせて。
It better involve Moeka in some way, because she is the biggest one there is right now. We were waiting with bated breath. Moeka always phone a lot, yeah. Indeed. Look at selfies, or should I say dick pics? Well done. Well done. It was a dream.
タイムリープマシンは完成してるんだよね。
That was a good one. Well constructed. Well constructed. It had to be a dream. If it was a dream, then why?
聞いてる？
タイムリープマシンは完成してるけど。
そっか。私、用事思い出したからちょっと出かけてくる。
Suzuha leaves the lab without another word.
何なの彼女。
Does she know what's going to happen? Nothing's about to happen. The break-in was a dream. But no matter how hard I try to convince myself of that, I can't shake the icy hand clutching my heart. I can't breathe. Even though it's hot and humid, my body shivers. I remember this feeling too, from the dream. Did I choose wrong? Was I granted a second chance, only to let it go to waste? Soft feeling against my fingers. Oh, I look down to see Mayuri's hand holding mine. When I look up, I see worry written on her face. I reflexively look toward the door. If the dream wasn't a dream, then any second now. Frankie, you're a moron. Happens exactly as I remember. 5 men burst into the lab. Their movements are swift and sure, professional, and each of them is carrying a gun. They spread out just inside the door and aim their weapons at us. I recognize each of them. There's no denying it now. I did leap through time. It was the future I remembered. I was supposed to change this present, to stop the madness about to unfold. But I told myself that it was a dream and wasted my chance to save everyone.
動くな！全員両手を上げろ！
Silence. Time seems to grind to a halt. The men say nothing. Why didn't I do anything to change this? I love how some of the narrative text is like word for word the same, and then a lot of it is like him saying, why is this the same? It I don't know, it's a good touch. Wasn't that why I leapt through time? The sound of heels echoes down the hallway. A woman is coming up the stairs. Kiryu Moeka, the woman who will kill Mayuri. The dream was real. Those were memories of the future. This is happening because I did nothing to stop it.
萌香さん、これって。
タイムマシンを回収させてもらう。
I kill her first. Will Mayuri live? Consider the option, but soon give up. The real danger is the men behind her. 3 of them have assault rifles. They'll gun us down the instant I try anything. My only hope is for Suzuha to make her move before Mayuri is shot. Is there even a chance?
牧瀬クリス、岡部倫太郎、橋田
Yeah,
至
it's...
3名については我々と一緒に来てもらう。
I feel like every single one of these games has like a moment in it where it's like, I love this story, but there's one moment that's like difficult. It's there to hurt you. You know, like this, all these, I'm gonna be honest, every science adventure game I've ever played has been absolutely incredible. And yet every single one of them has at least one moment in it that hurts me to my deepest soul, the deepest core of my being. Anyways, this definitely isn't that, I assure you. I'm kidding. This is exactly what that is for Steins Gate. This is the Steins Gate soul pain moments. Exactly. Yeah. It's... yeah.
抵抗は許されない。とにかく来て。
どこへ？
I have no words.
せめて理由と行き先を教えてほしいんだけど。拒否することは認めない。あなたたちに逃げ場はないわ。私たちの仲間はすでに秋葉原中に散らばっている。手荒な真似はしたくない。3人とも一緒に来て。なんで3人なの？何を聞かれても答えるつもりはない。あなたたちはただついてくればいい。
ねえ、萌香さんはラボメン仲間だよね。
Reply. Not yet. Unfortunately. Technology has not been invented for us to enter this world and punch Moeka in the face. Yet. Moeka pulls a gun from her belt and points it at us. It's happening again.
一緒に来てもらうのはあなたたちの口を封じるため。それは拒否しても変わらない。3人とも一緒に来て。これ以上拒否するなら嫌でも行きたくなるようにするから。
It is weird to see him so serious, but I guess even Daru understands the gravity of the situation with fucking like 7 guns pointed at him. It's like he looks pretty fucking well, true, but like he's got like, I'm saying he doesn't have like a goofy ass look on his face. He has like a normal expression, and he's got an angry eyebrow. Moeka slowly raises her gun. She points the muzzle at... Of course he looks worried. There's fucking guns everywhere. Yeah. No! I swear to God, if anyone says that ever again, I'm gonna fucking scream. I try to shout stop, but my voice catches in my throat. Nothing comes out but a pitiful wheeze. I turn to Kurisu for help. Kurisu is staring at Mayuri. She looks as if she might start crying at any second. I turn to Daru. He's shaking. His lips move as if to speak, but nothing comes out. Someone, anyone, please, stop her. Stop Moeka.
セルンのために FP のためにセルンのために
Suzuha, do something! Her lips close tightly. Sharp, dry crack splits the air. Don't. Time slows to a crawl. Moeka pulled the trigger. I sure would like to never see this ever again in my life. Blood spurts from Mayuri's forehead. Splashes across my face, wet and warm. Her delicate, frail body falls toward me. I catch her. Stop! Body is limp like a puppet with no strings. Her head and arms dangle lifelessly. The smell of gunpowder fills my nose. And the smell of blood. Haru clutches his head and falls to his knees, screaming at the top of his lungs. My arms, Mayuri takes one long, ragged breath, and then... Never want to say it again! She's dead. Mayuri's dead. Again. Her face is covered in blood. The blood stains my hands. It's warm.
もう一度言う。3人とも一緒に来て。これ以上の警告はしない。抵抗するならあなたたちも殺す。
We'll get there. We'll get there. I assure you we will get there. I hear a voice, but I can't comprehend what it's saying. It's the same. I knew it would be. I let Mayuri die again, because I didn't believe my own memories of the future. I lay Mayuri down on the floor. Sorry, Mayuri. I'm so sorry. Stand up. Rage takes hold of me once again. I'm helpless to resist it. Take one menacing step toward Moeka.
Okabe!
Kurisu grabs my hand before I can take another.
ダメよ離せダメだってば殺されちゃう
Moeka's gun is aimed at my head. Finger is already on the trigger.
俺も殺すのかよ
抵抗するなら岡部お願い今は従ってこのままじゃあんたも殺される
I grit my teeth and suppress my anger. Just then, something small and round strikes Moeka's gun hand. Why are you taking so long? She drops her gun. At her feet lies a small stone.
伏せて
Yeah, get wrecked. The next events transpire exactly as I remember. Suzuha appears in the doorway, knocking down the first man before anyone can react. She then proceeds to dispatch the remaining men with a series of swift, precise maneuvers.
こいつ
Dark-skinned man, the last one standing, takes aim at Suzuha with his assault rifle. Before he can fire, Suzuha snatches a stunned attacker's gun and shoots him. Blood spurts from the man's hand. Without stopping, Suzuha delivers a soaring roundhouse kick to the man's jaw.
そこまでよ。
Still badass. Moeka and Suzuha point their guns at each other. Standoff. Neither moves. Silence returns to the room.
何者？
42。
I feel like did I miss a message? What is that? I would hope not. What? Did I miss something? What? Ah, yes, I did. I missed that message. What the? Okay, got it. I understand the context now. Good. Yeah, don't do that. Don't, yeah. It's very confusing. Okay. She glances at me.
テレビ
This time, I already know what she means.
点灯済み
Make a break for the development room.
動くな。
それはこっちのセリフ
Kurisu is right behind me. I grab the headgear and jam it on my head without a moment's hesitation.
岡部、私が。
Yeah, don't fuck it up this time! It's true. You're not wrong.
俺が飛ぶ。
でも、もし失敗したら。
設定を頼む。
There's no time to argue. I grab Moed's snake from the shelf. Kurisu bites her lip and starts setting up the X68000.
岡部倫太郎一人行った
殺せ、使わせるんだ。
Before the crew cut man enters the development room, I push the switch. Poof. White smoke instantly fills the room, rendering it impossible to see.
岡部、本当にいいの？タイムリープしてもいいの？ねえ！
やれクリス、マシンを動かせ。
You and kicking people in the dick, like, not everybody needs to be kicked in the dick. Not every villain. Sometimes you could just go. I see blue-white light shining through the smoke. The discharge is starting. Light rapidly glows brighter. The floor begins to shake. The singularity is open. I crouch down, holding the headset steady with one hand. This is reality. It wasn't a dream. I burned that fact into my mind as I prepared a time leap. One more chance. Shaking begins. Don't
もう一度飛んでくれ。
Don't fuck it up this time! I'm not saying I'm against it. I'm just saying you seem to have a penchant for that particular course of action. Once more, the world explodes into light. I can't hear. It feels like something is crushing my eardrums. Slowly, the shattered pieces of the world reform. What a weird dream we just had. Isn't that crazy? Wasn't that a crazy dream just now? My body convulses as if struck by lightning. I am Okabe Rintaro. I'm in the lab development room, standing in front of the time leap machine with my phone to my ear. My brain hurts again. This isn't like a headache. It's somehow deeper. With the pain comes a torrent of emotions. Sorrow, longing, hope, joy that threatens to wash away my psyche. However, only one thing matters.
また飛べた。
I quickly return to the lounge.
びっくりした。
I almost crashed into Kurisu.
脅かすなよ。
誰？今は13日の5時前か。
そうだけど。
Alright, time leap successful. I pat Kurisu on the shoulders, almost in an embrace.
お前は天才だ。
何よいきなり。気持ち悪いな。
I scramble for my phone. Yeah. Nothing better than catching Daru off guard. Because he's a master of that. He's a master of catching everyone else off guard with you know, him.
マユリ、今どこに？
Yeah, she does not know how to handle like Okabe being genuine in any way. She absolutely does not know how to handle any like genuine praise from him.
ただいま電話に出ることはできません。
It went to voicemail?
ピーってなったら伝言をどうぞ。
マユリ、今すぐ俺に連絡をくれ。分かったな。今すぐだ。
I hang up. I look at my watch again. It's just past 5. Thank God for the time leap machine. No, don't thank God. Thank Kurisu for the time leap machine. Thank you. Makes me shiver to imagine what would have happened without it. I have 3 hours until Moeka kills Mayuri. Everything's going to be okay. It's plenty of time to escape. First, I'll meet up with Mayuri and leave Akiba. And go to Ikebukuro. Wait, what if they're watching our house? Maybe we should hop the bullet train and get out of Tokyo entirely. Anyway, we're fine as long as Moeka doesn't find her today. So first, I need to find Mayuri.
岡部？目が血走っちゃってるけど、どうしたの？
Kurisu and Daru look at me with concern.
二人とも、今すぐここから離れろ。
どういうこと？
I check my wallet. I only have 9,000 yen and some change. I'll need to stop by an ATM and withdraw everything I have.
何よ、また中二病？
God, I hate how much hope he has right now. It hurts. He's like, and the fact he's like I will spend every dime, every last yen to keep her safe. Kurisu shrugs her shoulders, dumbfounded. I don't have time to answer her. I slip beside her and dash out of the lab.
岡部、どこ行くのよ！おい！
I run full speed to Yanabayashi Shrine. Naturally, I have to stop for breath before I get more than a few blocks. Ah, yes. The least, Actually, hold on. If we were ranking... I feel like we've done this before, but I'm just really quick. I'm going to think. Ranking science adventure protagonists in order of fitness. I would say... In order from least fit to most fit, I would have to say... Weirdly enough, Okabe I would say is second place. I would say it goes... I don't think he's bottom. I think he's definitely out of... Like, the first three are all... They all suck. They're all terrible when it comes to fitness. Like, I would say... Like, I think Takami's at the bottom, honestly. Like, he's just such a weeb-ass weeb. Like, he's like a stick. He can't do it. He's so, yeah. Like, Takami without his D-sword, I would say. I think once he has his D-sword, he can, like, do stuff, but non-D-sword Takami, I would say, is at the bottom. Then Kaito, because he has that condition, right? I forget. So, like, normally I'd say he's pretty fine, but the fact that he can just, like, he'll sometimes just go into, like, a fit, I think probably puts him a little bit below Okabe. And then, yeah, Pollon is, like, the only one who's actually capable. Anyways, that was a weird tangent I just took. Anyway, but... Steins Gate. The sun is setting, but the temperature still hasn't dropped below 30. You need to watch Chaos Head. You need to check out Chaos Head. It's like, listen, I'm telling you, it's fucked up, but it's a great story. I liked it. Cartoonish. I'm telling you, he's like a superhero. Sweat quickly covers my entire body. I'm not good at exercise in the first place. I finally stagger through the archway. Now I regret not borrowing Suzuha's bicycle. But no, there wasn't time for that. Finding Mayuri comes first. Somebody hasn't been booped yet. Boop. Sorry, not the time. Not the time. I run to the courtyard where I find Lukiko standing alone with her bamboo broom. Yeah, I fixed that. The long story, you're good. It's all good. You watch him if you want.
Lukiko!
Okabe-san.
One boop left. Exactly. She bows her head.
どうしたんです?
Moeka gets no boops from me. I will say that right now. Moeka receives not a single boop.
マユリはどうだ?
まゆりちゃんだったら、もう帰りましたけど。
Yeah, Ferris is the one, and then in addition to that, I'm saying Moeka gets no boops. Yes, so there is still, in fact, one boop left.
帰った.
はい。後でまゆりちゃんにごめんなさいって伝えてくれませんか? 僕やっぱりどうしてもコスプレはできませんって断っちゃって。
I would even go one step further and say she does not get a single boop until Steins Gate 0, in which I actually like it actually somehow manages to, like, what's the word? Redeem the character for me. Like, that's another thing that's kind of crazy about the writing of this series, is the fact that, like, somehow Moeka, the person who did what she just did, somehow by the end of, like, the series, by the end of 0, is redeemed in my mind. Like, not necessarily for that, but the fact that, like, I no longer hate her as a character entirely. It's crazy. That says a lot about the writing, I think. Or I'm just, you know, a weirdo. Boop counter. Yeah, probably.
まゆりちゃんを悲しませたくはなかったんですけど、やっぱり人前に出るのは恥ずかしくて。
I think normal person is a bit of a stretch, but I know what you mean. Not a murderer. I finally catch my breath. I don't have time to listen to Lukiko's apologies.
マユリは帰ったんだな。
はい。
That doesn't make sense. I know she comes to the lab around 6:30. It's still 5:30. No matter how slowly you walk, it shouldn't take more than 20 minutes to get to the lab. So what was she doing for the extra 40 minutes? We don't have time for this.
本当に帰ったのか? どこかへ寄るとは言っていなかったか?
I still love the fact that at the end of that one story in Linear Banded Pentagram, she's like not only a normal person, but like actually a normal person. Like she's talking in like full sentences and shit. It's weird. Just weird.
いえ、聞いてませんけど。岡部さん、一体何が。
もしマユリがここに戻ってきたら、すぐに俺に電話するように伝えるんだ。
はい。
I better check the lab. We might have missed each other. I get back to the lab. Nobody's there but Daru. It's all available. Yeah. I call out to him as he's ordering pizza on the computer.
マユリは帰ってきてるか？
え、いや、
あいつどこへ？
I take a bottle of Dr. P out of the fridge and chug it down. Yeah. Unless you have it on the Switch, in which case... Again, I still don't understand why that's a thing. So dumb. The cold, sparkling liquid wets my parched throat and drives the heat away. Now I can think. But I still can't relax. Every minute, every second is precious. Each moment I waste brings me closer to Mayuri's death.
オカリンさ、さっきからなんでそんなピリピリしてるん？
マユリの居場所を知らないか？
だからルカシのところっしょ？
いなかった。帰った後だった。
I start to pace in irritation.
じゃあ他のレイヤー仲間のところとか。
そのレイヤー仲間の連絡先を教えろ。
Like tormented. Back to hell. Let's get back to hell.
いや、知らんし。
Damn. It's easy to forget since she's usually here, but Mayuri and I rarely spend time together outside of the lab. May Queen and the shrine, that's about it. I have no idea where else she might go. May Queen doesn't even exist on this world line.
ああ、そういえば。
何か知っているのか？
携帯の電源が切れそうとか言ってたような気がする。
Yet another setback. Not only am I unable to contact her, she might not even notice my phone calls.
なあ、一体どうしたん？
Yeah, I'm reaching my limit, but
なぜここに残っている？
we gotta get to like a
今すぐ
good
ラボを離れ
stopping.
ろと言ったはずだ。
This is like the worst stopping point. It's like mid jump. Sit on the sofa. Feel the weight of stress on my shoulders and in my
理由もな
bones.
しにそんなこと言われてもわけわからんつうか。一体何が始まるんですみたいな。
マユリが殺される。
は
セルンが本気を出してきたんだ。あと2時間で奴らは襲撃をかけてくる。だからお前は逃げろ。
え、マジ？
クリスと連絡を取れるか？
Possibly.
あいつにもそう伝えるんだ。
あと2時間って、なんでオカリンはそれを知ってるわけよ。
I really wing it with these. I'll just, like, whenever it feels right to end, I'll just call it. But Daru pauses for a moment. He looks toward the development room where the time leap machine is sitting.
まさか、使ったん？
I nod gravely. I kick Daru out of the lab and send him home. I promise to call Kurisu for me and tell her to stay at her hotel, but a few minutes later, she calls me directly and demands an explanation. It takes some effort, but I manage to convince her to do as I say. Now I just need to wait for Mayuri to get back. I thought about looking for her, but it's too risky. We could miss each other like we did at the shrine. Better to wait here in front of the building. While waiting, I try to convince myself that everything will be okay. Mayuri returns to the lab at 6:30. That leaves about an hour before Moeka's attack. In an hour, we could ride the bullet train from Tokyo Station to Shizuoka. Is that the best plan? Alright, fair enough. Yeah, I'm gonna call it whatever once it feels right, but yeah, that's understandable. Thank you. Have a wonderful morning. Bye. Maybe we should get off at Yokohama and lay low in a hotel for a while. I can think about what comes next after Mayuri's safe. Time leap machine doesn't matter. Moeka can have it. Yeah. Later. My top priority is to prevent Mayuri's death. Sweat accumulates on my forehead and rolls down my face. Hurry back, Mayuri.
あれ
Startled, I turn toward the voice. Suzuha and Mr. Braun have emerged from the Braun Tube workshop. I see them lock the door. Guess they're closing up shop. It's a little weird, but you know what? Boop. That's right. I forgot about Suzuha.
岡部倫太郎、そこで何してんの？
いや、
That reminds me. During the attack, she took down 5 armed commandos in the blink of an eye. Still can't believe it. Where does an 18-year-old girl learn to move like that? Then there was her strange behavior immediately before the attack. She left as soon as she heard about the bomb threat, almost as if she knew something was going to happen. And finally, there's that business with her father. Everything about her is a mystery. Who is Amane Suzuha?
あ、わかっちゃった。今日宴会やるらしいから、その準備でしょ？
それを誰から聞いた？
椎名真由里、さっき顔見せて、ぜひ来てねって言ってたよ。つうわけで、私もお邪魔することに。
ダメだ！
もしかして、私邪魔だった？
いや。
まあ、私もラボ面にしてもらったとはいえ、所詮は部外者だしね。
Mr. Braun's just fucking standing there.
そうじゃなくてだな。
んだよ岡部、うちのバイトも仲間に入れてやれ。おめえはこいつに借りがあるんだろ。こいつのへそのおかげでおめえらがビル揺らすのも一応許してやったんだからな。
Okay, that's really funny. It's thanks to her belly. I mean, he's not wrong. That's really funny.
へそって、おーい。
Suzuha's recovered her jacket. She's properly dressed now.
このバイト、なかなかいいへそだったぜ。腹回りがしっかり鍛えてあって、キュッと引き締まってたな。
Mr. Braun, what the fuck?
エロ親父、本人前にして語らないでよ。
Seriously?
今日の宴会は中止だ。だからバイト選手よ。悪いが今日は帰ってくれ。
中止なの？
ああ、すまない。
I attempt to smile, but with little hope of success.
岡部、何をしてんのかともかく、いざとなったら無茶だけはすんなよ。
It's weird to have him give me advice. I thought he was just a dirty old man who loves CRTs. Maybe he's sharper than I thought. Or maybe he's just telling me to stop shaking the building.
真由里と喧嘩をしましてね。ちょっと参ってるんです。それだけですよ。
That's the best lie I can manage.
あ、じゃあまずいんじゃない？
Suzuha, you like I know what you meant, but you could not have said a worse thing just now. Blood?
だってほら、あそこに。
Suzuha points across the street. I turn to look. To my surprise, there's Mayuri walking up the street with the big bag. She notices us. She waves her hand and with a ditzy smile. Mayuri!
あれ？喧嘩したんじゃないの？すごい笑顔だけど。
I ignore Suzuha and run up to Mayuri. Clock on my phone says 6:33.
ちょっと！どうしたのよ！
I wasted precious time talking to Suzuha. Now that I've secured Mayuri, we need to get as far away from Akiba as we can.
オカリン、そんなに急いでどこ行くの？
I ignore her question and grab her hand.
走れ！駅に行く！
Wow.
待って、荷物が。
構うな！とにかく走るのだ！ いいから走ってくれ。
Can't get the image of Mayuri's death out of my mind. I won't let them kill her. I won't. Mayuri gives no further resistance. She follows obediently, quickly matching my pace. I forgot that she's faster on her feet than I am.
ねえ、どこ行くの？
そうだな。とりあえず筑波が横浜あたりに。
I'm already gasping for air. Mayuri, however, might as well be strolling along for all the difficulty she's having. How can she be so ditzy yet so athletic at the same time? The sun is already set, but the sky is still a mix of indigo and orange. We run through streets lit by dazzling shops. Everything will be fine once we make it on the train. I hold this thought in my mind as we run. I'm already exhausted. Mayuri practically has to drag me along to keep going.
少しね、休んだ方がいいんじゃないかな。
いや、電車に乗るまでは走り続けろ。
I do my best to keep up the pace.
でもね、オカリンすごい汗だよ。運動苦手なのにね、無理すると。
When we reach the station, I realize that something is wrong. The station is packed, seriously packed. You don't see this many people even at rush hour. The crowd is milling around the entrance. For some reason, it looks like no one is going in. What's going on here? Protest? Some kind of street performance? I don't have time for this. Just then, an announcement plays over the PA.
現在山手線、京浜東北線、総武線すべて運転を見合わせております。お急ぎのお客様には大変ご迷惑をおかけしておりますが、何卒ご理解のほど。
Finally, I realized my mistake. That's right, before the attack, the trains were stopped by a bomb threat. No wonder there are so many people standing around. In my haste to flee the city, I completely forgot. How could I have been so stupid?
どうしたんだろうね。
All of the train lines are stopped. We can't escape Akiba. What about other means of public transportation? The subway or the bus? Should we go to another station? I turn around and head back the way we came, keeping a firm grip on Mayuri's hand. But before we get more than a few steps, a man steps out of the crowd and blocks our way. I realize that we're surrounded.
岡部倫太郎だな。
A low voice. A face I've never seen. He's not one of the 5 who broke into the lab.
オカリン、この人たち知り合い？
Mayuri grips my arm tightly as she looks anxiously at the men.
一緒に来てもらおうか。
誰だ？
Instead of answering, the man makes a grab for my arm. I jerk away and try to escape, but the men move to block us again.
抵抗するなら殺す。
捨てるんか？
With Moega? She must have planned for this in advance. Chill runs up my spine. I made a terrible mistake when we hacked into CERN. I realize that now, though it's far too late.
これだけ大勢の人がいる中で殺せるのか？
冗談だと思わない方がいい。
I feel something cold against my back. I don't realize what it is at first. And it hits me. A gun. I gulp. My blood goes cold. Am I going to die here? My time leaping be for naught? No, I can't give up. I won't let Mayuri die. I won't accept that future. How do I get out of this? The crowd at the station has grown even thicker. People are starting to argue with the station personnel, demanding to know when they can go home. The situation is quickly becoming chaotic. Suddenly, a fight breaks out nearby. It looks like some people are trying to shove their way through. This could be our chance. A tide of people surges into us, knocking the man behind me off balance. Now! I quickly turn and strike the man's hand aside. His gun falls away. Then the man gets swallowed by the crowd.
マユリ逃げるぞ
I grab Mayuri's hand and start running. We have to fight our way through the crowd, but that also thwarts our pursuers. As soon as we reach the main street, we start running back toward the lab. Oh, is this the fucking... This is possibly one of my favorite tracks in this game, and it's one of the tracks that is like absent from the anime. It just slaps. I like there's. It sucks that it's playing like it. I mean, it does. It's associated with one of the worst things ever, but you know. I don't know how to dance in case that's not obvious. I'm just gonna listen to it until it drops, right? Alright. As soon as we reach the main street, we start running back toward the lab. Of course, we can't return to the lab itself. Moika's group will be there shortly. And is the subway still running? If we can get on at Suehirocho Station, we can take the Ginza line to Shibuya. From there, we can grab a train heading out of Tokyo. I still haven't recovered from my exhaustion. I don't know how much longer I can hold on. I can't stop now. I have to keep running. It doesn't take long before a new obstacle appears. 4 men walking together up ahead suddenly stop and turn to face us. Got a bad feeling about this. They don't look like otaku. Are they with CERN too? My fears are confirmed when the 4 men start walking toward us, arms spread to block the street. No doubt about it. They're after us too. I turn to flee back toward the station, and there I see the first group of men closing in behind us. We're trapped. Enemies on both sides. There's only one choice. I grab Mayuri and make for the nearby side street.
Wakari, どこに行くの?
I'm trying to get to Suehirocho Station without using the main streets. As we pass UPX, several men on the bridge point at us and shout something. Are they with CERN too? How many men do they have? Turn back and change course.
いいかマユリお前の方が足が速いから
Talking while running uses up all of my breath. Sweat drips into my eyes, making it hard to see.
お前だけでも逃げろはぐれたら袋の岸文字に行けそこで
Before I finish, I catch sight of another group of men waiting for us up ahead.
何? 一体どうなって?
I look back. The group from before is chasing us. We're surrounded by enemies. The familiar streets of Akiba are filled with agents of CERN. I recall what Moika said.
あなたたちに逃げ場はないわ。私たちの仲間はすでに秋葉原中に散らばっている。
Despair seizes my heart. Is escape impossible? We're just kids playing at science in the safety of our tiny little lab. Our enemy is a multinational conspiracy willing to kill anyone who gets in their way. Were we doomed from the start? No. No matter what, we must get away. Leading Mayuri by the hand, I push my way through the crowd, then jump the fence onto the road. Something strikes me with crushing force, sending me tumbling across the pavement. I come to a stop several meters away. My body is racked with intense pain. A red curtain covers my eyes. I try to brush it off, and my hand comes away slick with blood. I grit my teeth against the pain and lift my head. Mayuri is lying on the pavement a few meters away. Reach out to her. No response. Mayuri is motionless. No. Did the impact kill her? This can't be happening. Car that ran us over, a white van, pulls up. The door opens, and out steps
動きは止めたわ。
this fucking bitch. Kiryu Moeka. Her again. She knew the exact moment to be here in order to run over poor Mayuri.
岡部君。いえ、岡部倫太郎が確保。
She's talking to someone over her phone. Has she been tracking us this whole time?
警察に連絡して。椎名真由里が死んだ。
She looks down at me with eyes cold enough to freeze my blood.
なんで殺すんだ。
あなたが逃げるからよ。
くそくそ。
Mustering my strength, I leap up and throw myself at Moeka. She goes down hard. I hear her head smack against the pavement. I stand up and look around. Moeka is dazed and unable to stand, but I see CERN agents making their way toward us through the crowd. I've got to get out of here. I take a step. Sharp pain stabs through my body. The crash must have broken a bone in my leg. It doesn't matter. I have to get to the lab and time leap again. It's the only way to save Mayuri. Look back at the site of the accident. Moeka is slowly regaining her feet, but Mayuri remains limp and motionless on the road. It breaks my heart to leave Mayuri lying there, but I have no choice. I have to go. Back to the lab. Fighting the pain of my broken leg, I managed to drag myself back to the lab. Unbelievable, by the way. Like, astoundingly incredible that this man did this. Surprisingly, CERN's men didn't chase me. Nobody's at the lab when I arrive. Only the lights are still on. Relieved that Kurisu and Daru haven't returned, I head straight to the development room. I remembered to break into the Barantu workshop to turn on the 42-inch CRT. My body is drenched in sweat, and I can't stop shivering. Everything hurts, especially my right side, where the car hit me. If I'm not careful, I might lose consciousness. My vision is blurry, it's hard to focus. My left arm is numb and can barely move. Still, I force myself to activate the X68000 and input the settings. I'm gasping for breath like a wounded animal. The sound of my heartbeat fills my ears. Mayuri. Stop. He killed her again. I failed to protect her. I'm sorry, Mayuri. I'm sorry. Choking back my tears, I frantically pound on the keyboard. Police sirens echo in the distance. Moeka hit Mayuri in front of hundreds of witnesses. They'll probably take her in for questioning. Even if CERN bails her out somehow, she should be stuck for at least a couple of hours. The real problem is her men. Those mercenaries, or whatever they were, CERN's hit squad. Why didn't they come after me? It should have been easy for them to catch me, injured as I am. I need to hurry. If they show up here, they'll kill me for sure. Settings complete. I put on the headgear. I'll get blood on it, but that doesn't matter. A surge of anxiety washes over me. What if the time leap fails? What if my memories get corrupted? I forget who I am. I might lose myself. Should I really use the machine?
当たり前だ。
I curse my weakness.
真由里が死んだんだぞ。
This can't be allowed to happen. No risk is too great. I will save Mayuri, whatever it takes. I alone have the power to change the past. What am I waiting for? Swallowing my fear, I activate the time leap machine. Alright, I feel like this, it's not exactly a great place, but I'm gonna call it here just because you know, reasons. Well, we have entered the depths of hell. Can't wait to continue plumbing said depths of said hell. Anyways, I have to go face my emotions, so bye.